guys, it's Potato Master, and welcome back to Shapes 2, where today we finally have trains. Oh, it is glorious to once again have these beautiful pieces of movement, and also just the fact that we have the vortex input as well, which means, let's see here. Oh, this platform we're not using? Goodbye. Oh, this platform we're not using? Goodbye. These two we're currently using, but I think those are our blueprint points, which I'll probably move eventually at some point. In fact, we can probably even just find the blueprint shape lying around somewhere. Like, I don't know, maybe right there. That'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if the blueprint shape was just, kind of lying around. For now though, let's actually just focus on our milestone tasks here. So let's look at what we need currently, what we're going to need in the future, and what we're going to have to uproot the entire factory for to change in the future. So let's have a little look. We need a star, but one corner of it needs to be painted red. We have the diagonal circles and diagonal squares, with the circles being green and one of the squares being red. Ooh, spooky. We then need our diamond shape with one of the corners being a red square, which will go over the red spoke. And then on this one here, we have, diagonal circles, diagonal slope, circle go on top of circle, and one green slope goes on top of the gray square. Now let's see, how do those two shapes compare to the final product it wants us to make? Well, if we split it up a little bit, the very bottom layer is instead two opposite spokes and then a red square in a spoke, which is a bit different from, that little spoke guy right there. In fact, it even seems like what they're doing is that they're replacing this slope up here with another square and then swapping what levels the blue spoke and the red square are on, which is interesting. So that ends up being the bottom two there. Okay. And then for the other shape, it's just replace the red square with a red slope instead. Okay, so that one's not as bad. Now the hard part is finding a place where all of those pieces exist. Oh my, it's going to be fun. Let's see, we need every color of the rainbow, don't we? Yep. Alright guys, I think I found the area that I want to be doing this milestone in. Kind of this square quadrant here. So we're going to put down a little marker. Control V that shape in. There we go. I'm pretty sure I put that over there, but I guess it can appear there instead. Sure, why not? Guess it doesn't matter too much where it is as long as it's in this general square. So I guess it's about time that we actually get started making these things. So I guess the first order of business here is probably getting, some of these spikes out. And yeah, we do want them to be coming out as full spikes. Let's put this down first and see what we gotta do, because I think this is gonna be that one contraption that I made that one. I remember making this one time where I had to cut out like only the one corner of something. I should really say this as a blueprint, but I think it was you just rotate one of those and then put a swapper down, and then Alright, so I've managed to get all of the what will be blue on the bottom floor and all of the what would be red on the bottom floor. Yeah, I think we do that and that. And if I grab our stacker here, I don't know if that's gonna work because blue's probably gonna go in through there. I think it would work if I put it there though. Yeah, because then the blue can tunnel in. So like if we go here, turn it to a tunnel and do this. Yep, then the space pipe space belt, can do that. And then we have a connection there. Okay, cool. Alright, so now all of those are going their separate ways. I think we just need to get the paint in now, and then that should be that milestone with everything completed. Okay. Alright, so now we got our red and our blue going in. The red will be painting just the little guys here. If we hide this, there we go, you can see them. And the blue will be painting these big guys, which looks like, yep, they're starting to be painted. Does this want to show us anything? No? That's to be expected, though. Alright, let's get our train in. Oh, it's been too long since I placed one of these. I've forgotten how they work. This is so sad. How far away are we from this vortex? Ooh, I'm gonna put 2 stops in. Alright, there's that track going into the vortex. And if we go along here, yeah, it's a pretty decently long track. It's time to do the next milestone part. So we need green opposite circles, and then kind of almost, I guess you could almost take that and split it in half, and then paint one of them red. It's kind of unfortunate, actually, that square right there is green. If that square was red, ooh boy. So let's start over here. We need our diagonals. Yep, we need those ones. Plop those guys down, and yep, now we got those guys. All right, and then they just get painted green here. Got the green going up and everything. And ooh, another operator level. Don't mind if I do. So next, what we need is the part with the squares. Alright, so now we got them splitting into the top bit there and the bottom bit. This is the bit that needs to be painted red, which luckily our red is right here. Very nice. So we have that red bit. Now we just need stacker. Doesn't matter completely where these end up, just that they end up together. Swap this guy around a little bit. There we go. So they just go on a little journey there. Let's grab another stacker, and again, this does not matter which side these guys all end up on, because they're all on the same level and everything. So that should leave us, yeah, with our milestone. Let's go. I'm so good at this game. Alright, and there's our train hooked up into the network here. Are we getting these guys? Oh, yes we are. Oh, yep, we can actually see it up here. They are slowly getting completed. Nice. Alright, well, I mean, I guess it's time to start working on our pin task now. So, these are the guys from, technically, Milestone 5 when we first unlock painting. And it looks, just by looking at this already, it looks like so much fun. So, first up, we got Scrambled Specimen. So, it starts out, you know, just with a half a shape, slope on the bottom, double stacked circle, bottom is green, top half is non-painted. Fair enough. Pretty simple to do. For the next one, we basically need to insert between the circle and the green layer a red layer that is exactly the same as the green layer. So that's also not that bad. That's also just like, yeah, that's putting one stacker in between the 2 previous shapes that we had previously, but also making sure it all goes on top of a spike. Not horrible, not horrible. Then double it. Fair enough. Fair enough. I mean, we can also just make it with a doubling in mind and, like, find a shape that's already, you know, like this and just cut it in half every single time until we don't need to anymore. And then it's just a new fucking shape. And then it's just a new shape. Then it's just a bunch of slopes and spikes. And then it's just circles. It's just it's just circles. Okay. Sure. Sure. Why not? Why not? Honestly. Alright, so what the hell am I even looking for when I look for the... Okay, we want to find circle and slope, red and green, and then at least some spikes nearby. It's okay if it's just like one spike. We can stitch some stuff together there. But we mainly want to find... If anything, we want to find circle and slope together. Well, actually, okay. Finding this shape, like the green and red level here. Finding that shape would be very cool. Alright, guys, I found the shape we need next to red and green. There's also the normal half circle nearby. There's some spikes nearby. Unfortunately, there's a little bit of green in them, but that can be taken out easily. Also, there's some spikes up there and a spike there. So, first things first, with this bad boy, let's grab our shape miner. And then, yeah, we are going to make the full shape and then just cut it in half at the very end. So, you need to be painted green. You are now getting painted green. And then we could take the top half from that. Yeah, that's probably more more just, I guess, easier, beneficial and all that, just to take from there. Okay, and then how we stack these guys, I believe that this is actually important. Yeah, because the green one needs to go on the bottom. Okay. Now, are you going to give me a preview of this shape? No, but I do also know that it's not complete. What we're going to do is that we are just going to put down a one-tier cutting platform, and we'll just be able to then move this around wherever we need it. Oh, the results are getting in. And yep, that's looking like the shape. And you know what? I don't know. Really don't want to move trains a bunch of times. I'm okay with moving it a couple times for the milestone because you're making 2 steps of that at a time usually, and then the final one or whatever. But for this, I think we're just gonna extend this out by, yeah, 10 sounds good. And then we'll put the shape loading here. Alright, looks like those are getting in. We got our train. It should be up and running soon. Yay. What the hell's going on with this next task? So we need 2 spikes stacked on top of each other. But on the top floor, one of them is red and one of them is blue. Ooh, spooky. And then the same thing kind of happens with the square on top and the circle on the bottom. Actually, a very similar thing happens. Navigator badge. I was about to say, that looks like a compass. I think that's because it is supposed to be a compass. Interesting. Okay, so this tile right here used to be right there. And then it's not anymore, and we get a opposite circles. Okay, so we definitely need more circles and spikes. Oh, yep, and then here... Oh, why? It's just different now. Okay, honestly, I think right in here, with kind of like... Yeah, this shape, I know one of them is a slope, but we can still cut up this, like, half circle on this side here into what we need. Yeah, we got some spikes nearby. The colors are a little far away, but it should be fine. Okay, so I have 2 of these half stars here. Of course, one of these needs to be shipped off to different places, which actually be easier if they were rotated, maybe even just, yeah, that way. Oh my god, what's happening? Oh yeah, I forgot these are still technically very early tasks, so their numbers are really low, so they're going to be completed so quickly, and I'm not going to be able to keep up with any of them. Oh, the milestone's already in too. Great. Okay, now, I did just steal this blueprint here from the one milestone that we just did. Let's see if... Yeah, no, we're gonna have to get rid of these guys. That should be all bottom, yep, and they should be all top, yep. This one over here, I think is gonna end up being moved. It could probably just be moved back one. We just need to make sure we get the paint in here. Now I think actually if I just put these painting platforms like this, you know, we don't always need everything to connect directly into each other. That is what these space belts here are for. And then we can probably move this guy just down to there. Why not? Alright, so there's our blue going in. And there's our red. So now these 2 guys just need to combine back together. And that can be done in any way, shape, or form. And then this guy needs to be on the bottom and needs to be like that. Yep, there we go. Okay. And then that should create our milestone for now. Now this one, I won't mind putting the train station so close just because the main part of this is going to move around. I can already see it. Where does this rail want to go? Ooh, interesting. It wants to go to this side, which is where we're currently making our blueprints. You know what? Blueprint points, you're getting rid of for the time being. You will be replaced. You're a very simple shape. You're literally just out there in the wild. It will not be that hard to replace you. What even is this shape? Was this a previous pin task? Can I get rid of this? It was a previous pin task. You're getting axed. And now I can free up this area here. There we go. Alright, and let's make sure we come back over here and actually give this guy some wagons. There we go. That should eventually be making the garbage that we need. It is. Oh boy, and it looks like the milestones are ready to be worked with again. Yay! I'm so excited Can't you tell how ecstatic I am? Alright, so in this scenario, we're going to take 2 little shape miners here. One of you is going to take these diagonals, and the other one of you is just going to give me a simple little shape. Ooh, you'll actually need to be rotated, so it doesn't matter as much. Just as long as it fits in one of those 2 spaces. Alright, so now we got this shape here. We just need to paint it red and then give it a red square. So actually it would be better to give it, yeah, the red square first and then paint it red. And then this train over here will also actually have to be moved, because at the very end it needs to be stacked. Yeah, like that. Okay. Alright, so that should be it. Fusing with the corner square there and then getting red over. So we should be seeing that shape soon. Of course, it's never going to give us a preview for it because it doesn't know how to handle paint. But we should just be able to go over here, tunnel underneath of that, fuse it with that, and that, in theory, should be the milestone. Have I done something wrong? Probably. Will I figure it out 10 years later? Probably. But for now, we're just going to assume it works. And move on to our other task, which is... oh, yeah. That's right. Man, I kind of wish I had invested in some better slopes over here. Where was I planning to take slopes from? Was I really planning to take them from there as well? Why? So you know what? Yeah, let's bring 2 of these guys up and paint one of them green. Alright, I should have the opposite or diagonal slopes here now, with one of them being green and the other one being normal. Now I just need to get another one of these guys, which quite simply is just doing that. And I think if we just bring this guy straight up, where does he eventually appear? About there, okay. So if we just put our stacker there then, connect that up. These circles should already be, yeah, I think they'll already be facing the correct way and everything. Good, good. And we just bring this through. You get attached to there, and then we get the shape that goes on top of that guy. We didn't put that there because, yeah, these guys still need to be on the bottom while this one goes on top. And then we have train shenanigans. Oh boy, look at that. Train's already getting so messed up. Love to see it. We love a wobbly little train track by the end of our adventures. It's a signature sign of a job well done, maybe. I feel like I need to start just, instead of doing these long space belts, I think I need to be just processing different like types of shapes and their colors wherever I can, and then shipping them to where they need to be, instead of trying to find everything all in one spot. I think it would be better to just pick an open area, make you know, all the things that I need to do, all the processes, and then just ship the correct shapes over that I need. That might be better. Maybe we'll try doing that with the next milestone, or even some of the next tasks. But first, let me make sure this is correct. It does look like it. Maybe it just hasn't been shipped in yet. I wonder if that's our first package, or if... nope, we do have a train coming down to deliver it for us. So just double checking. Yep, that was done correctly. Good. I don't think I would have been able to handle it being incorrect. Alright guys, I'm not going to lie to you. It has been one whole real life week since that last clip you guys just saw. And I'm going to be honest, I personally don't remember what I just did. I think it was the milestone. I mean, you guys just watched me do it, so you know exactly what I did. But I think, yeah, I did make this, right? Yep, okay. Yeah, I had a bit of a rough week, but we'll be fine. Alright, and it looks like we have 3 base tasks left to go now, besides our milestone one. And what's going on here? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Yeah, I think there's a lot going on here. But, you know, we have trains, and trains can be used for more than just taking stuff away from our factories and putting it into the vortex. It can also bring certain shapes to our factory. So I think I'm just going to take these 3 colors here, because for this task I need all 3 colors, and probably for the rest of these tasks I just need to find blobs of 3 colors, because we don't have fluid trains yet. And let's just make our processing place here. So like maybe like right over here so that all the colors can get up into it. So it looks like the very first thing we need is that we just need a green painting platform and a blue painting platform, and to get those 2 squares into it and then combine them together. Okay, let's grab that. Okay, so we just place those there, and we should have, yep, our stacker, and that goes right in there. And then it looks like we will need one more stacker here. In which case, this is actually facing the wrong way. There we go. Yep, the squares need to be on the bottom. Okay, so now we have blue going in and green going in. Obviously, we want the blue top corner to be there and the green bottom corner square to go down over here. Let's grab some shape, not loading. We want unloading. And I think I can actually fit it in right there if we do some, where is it? If we do some shenanigans here. So we keep this over going straight, but then on the second floor, we will have our other square, so that way we can ship it all on one train. Alright, and then this will also most likely just have one train stop. They probably both will. So for this train, I think it's probably best if... Where do we want the shape loading at? Or shape unloading, I guess. Because I think if I put it there, if I put a train stop there, yeah, that doesn't work. So we would have to move it back by 1, and then have the space belt going through. Alright. And that would create our shape as soon as we get all of the correct things into it. I think the vortex is kind of over here-ish. Yep, it is. Oh, you know, I could probably also, if I had... Ooh, operator level. But anyway, as I was about to say, if I had more upgrade points, I could probably get different colored train... Oh, I can get different colored trains, actually. Oh, but I really need the fluid miner extensions. I'm going to try to do it all with just one train for now. But it actually looks like that we can take these squares right here. Okay, so now we have both of our squares over here. So we just need a little bit of a shape loader, one little train stop, the smallest of locomotives, and then to bring you down over this way. And you need to go right in there. And we grab a wagon. Alright, so there should be our squares. Now we just need our slopes, and the nearest slope is right over here. Alright, so like with how I'm about to put this together, this is going to give us our opposite guys as soon as I actually put the belts in. Oops. Alright, now that should be giving us, yep, our opposite slopes. Or diagonal slopes or whatever they are. And then I think everything else will probably also end up going through here and having trains and all that, but for now we're going to put down a shape loading right over here. Give yourself a little wagon, and then that should be that task done, except unless I forget to put a train on it. So moving on to our next one, what's going on here? Okay, so that same shape is still the bottom, and then yeah, you're just stacking more things on top. Wait, do I not know how to count, or is that 5 layers? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, no! 5? Okay, well, alright, does the 2 bottom floors at least stay the same throughout this entire thing? They do until the very end, but that's fine. I think that's, yeah, that one's easily changeable. Let's find a place that's at least near some slopes, preferably some diagonal slopes. Those would be a bit more helpful. Everything else should just kind of be around, but the main thing we need, of course, is all 3 colors. Okay, I think we're going to put our factory around these 3 colors here. Because, yeah, up here, there's some opposite slopes, and there's a bunch of other stuff around. Okay. So, how much red is needed here? Honestly, not that much red and green, mainly just blue, but definitely more blue and green. So I think we can place our factory right in here. So let's start off with the very basics. We basically need 2 opposite slopes, 1 painted blue, 1 not, and then have them stacked together. So we're going to do a pretty similar thing to what we did last with the last task. Okay, so I think that's the basic processing right there. We now just need the color, and now we just need the shape. Alright, yeah, so we got a similar setup where on the bottom floor, we're going to have what's going to be the normal diagonals. And then on the top floor, will end up be painted blue and stacked on top. Okay. Alright, well, that should actually be that one all done, too. And I'm probably actually going to give this 2 stops for now, because we are a little bit a ways from the vortex here. I am also noticing that the last task that I did hasn't been complete yet, which makes me a bit worried. So let's make absolutely sure that... Okay, yeah, that is right. Why is this one not being completed, though, huh? I see why. Oops. But yeah, that one's correct. Why is our previous task not correct? Oh, damn it. Milestone time. What the hell was happening over here? And what the hell needs to happen over here? Okay, bottom layer. Red square, 2 blue spike, 1 red spike. Is that what we're producing right now? No, it is not. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I see what's happening here. Basically, the red square from this is being taken out and then put on the bottom, moving everything up, moving these 2 pieces up 1. Otherwise, everything else is exactly the same except for, yeah, just this corner here. And then, yeah, this shape is just the one that goes on top. Okay. So it's basically this red square now needs to go there. That blue spike now needs to go on that red slope, and that red slope now needs to go on that blue square. So now the question is, how do we do that? How do we manage to cut out specifically, yeah, the red square right here? I have a bit of an idea here. So this guy, he's gonna just remain on the first floor, but then this other one, we're gonna put on the second, like that. Okay, so now the shape that needs to be basically the finale is now on the top track here. So then with this little guy down here, we need to come up here, and we do kind of need to just get rid of some of this right now. So now what needs to happen is that basically I need to cut the corner out of this right here, and then stack it on top of the red square, and then put everything else together in order. So how the hell do I do that? Oh! Oh, you can press the grave key to cycle through everything. I don't have to press shift and then the number every single time. Oh, that's so much easier! Why did no one tell me? Ignore my voice absolutely shattering there also, by the way. So yeah, these guys continue along their normal journey until we need to stack the new guys on top of them again. And these guys need to be stacked on top of the red square here. So yep, the red square will go out there. That will go out there. Sure, why not? Okay, now they're all in the same place. This train track needs to be removed a bit more. And then it doesn't matter which side they're all stacked on. So that should eventually give us... Oh, wait, hold on. No, it does matter. It does matter, actually. The red square needs to be on the bottom. Yep. And these guys need to be rotated, and I'm just going to put down a rotation platform. I couldn't be bothered to figure out how to fit it in right now. Okay, and then you need to be stacked on top of these guys again, who then need the rest of this to be stacked on top. This also needs to be a little bit, processed here, because it's not in the best situation right now. So let's see if we can fix this guy up. I think if I just rotate that to up there and then put a swapper down. Yep, that does fix the issue, and then we do want it to be rotated to there. Okay, so yep, now we have those guys. And I think these guys are gonna end up, yeah, just needing a little tunnel there. Might end up being a bigger tunnel, I don't know. Alright, yeah, and let's have them come out this way. So then we can have stacker here. Okay, and that should give us, yep, this shape, which then just needs the one stacked on top of it. Actually, you don't need a tunnel. I can just put a stacker right here and have these guys go together with, yeah, you on the bottom and then you coming up through here and going through like that. And then, yeah, you have a little hole right there, perfect to put a red slope into. So then the question is, yes, you need to go on the bottom, and then you go up through there. And that should be, does that look exactly the same? It does to me, but I am double checking everything. Yeah, it looks the same to me. All right, look at look at this monstrosity I've created. What have I done? All right, where's that original train track? Right there. Give me 2 train stops, locomotive with 2 wagons. All right. Now we just gotta wait for that milestone to come in, but let's at least make sure we get this star here started. Okay, so okay, interesting. But yeah, you want spokes and slopes. Yeah, spokes and slopes. Spokes and slopes, and all the colors. Okay, like right over here with these 3 colors, and there is conveniently a full spike down here. I don't know if there's any good slopes anywhere nearby, but I'll find it when we need it. For now, though, it looks like, once again, kind of similar to the stuff over here. Actually, very similar to the point to where I could yoink. Let's place this, yeah, right there. Why not? Okay, so yeah, now we got red and green. Green needs to be the top floor one, which is also those guys, and red needs to be the other one. Okay. Wait, no, we don't have to care about orientation. Not right now, anyway. Yeah, why would I care? Okay, so now that train should be connected. I just need to actually put a train down. And that is a stop, right? Yes, it is. Okay, and it looks like our first spokes are coming in. And then we just need a shape loader right there. Alright, well that should be that task right there done. Just rotate a little bit differently, but that's fine. Alright, now the question is, where the hell did I put these other ones, and what am I supposed to be doing next with them? Like, what is this? It goes from that to needing to insert another one of those, but make it red. Or I guess you could just change that to red and then make this bottom shape on its own. Yeah, that's probably actually better. Where I was making that? Oh, look at that, I found it. Yeah, that's right, and I do remember because if you look later in the task, it wants you to put it together, so I am making both sides of it and then just cutting it in half at the very end. Okay, so basically, this needs to change to red, and the green will need to go somewhere else. Okay, so that changes to red. And then the red, yeah, can have the guy stack on top of it and everything. But then we need another one of these guys to then be painted the green one. Okay, yeah, and you're the one that gets to become green now. And then you get put on the bottom, but we also need just one little spike. Closest one is up here. To make, yep, that shape. I mean, we should be good to just space belt this over. Oh, we're looking a little low on platform units, though. Eesh, yeah, that's gonna be a decently sized hit. Okay. So then that needs to go on the very bottom of the bottom here, actually. Let's keep it up here until we figure out where it completely needs to go. So if it needs to go on the bottom of the bottom, we should be able to... Stacker, you need to stay on the bottom. And then you actually need to go on the top. But I'm going to put this, yeah, there. So that everything can still kind of line up. Okay, now we can go up here. And that can go right in there, staying on the bottom. This guy goes on the bottom. And that should all be good. I think there's going to be a couple of wrong-ins, though, until we get red over here, which it's on its way. And they need to be cut in half. Alright, yep, that's that task shape. Let's go. We're also very close to unlocking fluid miner extensions. Alright, next up on our to-do list, it looks like we just need to put that underneath what we already have. Okay, that's going to be so far the easiest one. And thank goodness I needed it. Oh, and that one won't be too bad either, because we'll already have that shape, and then it's just the half circles and move that one over. That's right, and then this one can be made at the same time, because it's just taking out the things and moving them around. Okay, okay. Where was I making that at? Ah, I found it. So yeah, you just need that guy underneath of you, and figure out how we do that. Also, we don't have very much platform limit to work with right now either. Oh, there's something. Actually, that's in the wrong orientation. If you cut that in half, there's no way to rotate it to look like that. That one, however, that one would work. So I think we just do the inverse of what we did here, correct? Looks like it is taking the top half. If I go over here, okay, it is the top one. All right. Yeah, basically for this, I can kind of take this entire thing. And it does need to be red and blue. So actually, maybe we just take this, and then we can put it onto a train and then have it come over here where we already have the red and blue. Now, I do recognize a bit of a problem here in that these guys are already taking up each a floor of their own. And I kind of forgot that I need a just normal gray version of this guy. Guess we're just going to have a completely separate train for that. Okay, so now the red and blue are both doubled up going into there. We just need to train them over, and let's see. Circle's on the top floor. Circle needs to be blue. Top floor needs to go in here. Bottom floor goes to red. Okay, so now those guys should be coming over here. We should be getting that. The only thing is getting just the normal other shape over. Do that. There we go. Okay. And now we need a normal train over here as well. Okay, cool. There we go. That is that task all done. I'm spending so long making these tasks that the other ones are done by the time I get there. You know what? Let's go back to the one we just did. Literally all we have to do, delete that, put that there. There we go. That way we can at least have that running while we do something else. And the next one is you. That's right. So we basically need to do the same thing with the slopes and then put normal circles on top. But make sure we put it on the normal slopes before they get put on top of the squares. And we have 30 platform units to do it. Okay, so I believe you're down here, right? Yes. So what needs to happen? We need to have basically these guys, but with here, which would cost us another train unless we got another train color. You know what? Who needs fluid? Who needs the fluid extensions? I know we're so close, but I really need the second train color. Oh, you're also really... You know what? Fluid wagon would be better than fluid extension too. This is just so I can use the exact same track. Which, actually, now that I think about it, the track is the one thing that doesn't cost platform units. Why am I worried about more... You know what? Who cares? So, basically, this is, yeah, this is where this part's going to go. It needs to be the same kind of colors too, doesn't it? Okay, so we just take this and we can place it right there. I'm gonna get rid of this one and it'll turn into a jump in just a second here. Rip that train who tried to come through. And then you will be a tunnel to right over here. Okay. This is also going to have to turn into a jump. So let me just put that there as a placeholder. There we go. Okay, so we got green going in. And then for blue. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How many platform units is this going to give us? 64. Ooh, I don't even know if... That might be enough to complete this task. Or I can just call it for today and sit at the vortex. You know what? What's even coming up next? color mix. It does give us 800 platform units. What's even going on over here? I don't want to look at that right now. You know what? Yeah, we're just gonna sit at the vortex here. So, yeah, you guys can just sit back. What are you? Are you something that doesn't need to be made anymore? I think you're just some random task, aren't? Oh god, what's happening? You know what? I don't want to look at you. Let's actually get rid of all of the floor 2 stuff, because I don't think we need any of it anymore. Oh, I see where I messed up too. Can't just delete that. We can't delete the second floor, and yeah, then they get stuck. Alright, so you guys enjoy watching these 2 milestones get in. Yep, they're coming up here. And also watching a train come in every once in a while. And we'll be back once milestone 6 is all done. Alright guys, I got done with the time lapse, but you might notice I'm back in the factory here, like kind of where I was making the milestone. And that's because I've noticed that there are some gaps here, and I'm trying to follow to how far back they go. What's going on here? Okay, so that's... yeah, there's gaps here and here. Why? Yeah, this is all coming in full speed and everything. Why is there so many gaps? I was wondering, like, this thing seemed to come in very slowly. Like, that was a 2-hour time lapse for me. I came back in 1 hour through and it was only halfway done. I was like, huh, I feel like it's going a little slow, but I don't want to stop the time lapse. But now I kind of wish I did, because there's something going on here. Here, I think I know how to fix this. I think it's an issue that everything, for some reason, it like one side here, like this one right here, is backed up, and that's causing these like cutters to, like, on this side it's already all backed up, so they're having trouble producing these guys here. And I think that'll become more apparent as I've cut off the end here. It's all going to get backed up, and then we're going to see kind of which ones stop producing. Because like right here, this is about to probably stop once this all gets through. Also, let me just complete these real quick. Actually, no, yeah, you can see the problem right here. Because this stuff overflowed, now this can't get through. So what do we need to do about that then? I think for these ones, if we just put down some trash, basically until all of this gets all caught up. Yeah, I think we just kind of throw the ones that are overflowing into some trash real quick. And then that should allow everything else to catch up a bit. Let's also claim some of our operator stuff. Ooh, we got multiple levels on that one. Let's go. Okay, and then we also have our milestone. We're back to color mixing. I already see so much white and I hate it. Oh, that's just one of every color. Wait a minute. There's not even any... There's not a yellow, magenta, or cyan on the first stages of these at all. It just goes straight to white. Otherwise, it's primary colors. Why? Why? Oh, look. More white over here. So, and let me guess. These two shapes aren't going to combine together in a similar way either. Because they're... oh. They don't combine together at all. They're just two different shapes. Man, that has zero color mixing in it. There's the color mixing. That looks like it's going to be fun. And, yeah. The final shape is... How different is that final shape from this? Pretty different. Pretty different. And that one turns into a lot of slopes. God, so many slopes. Okay, well, that's interesting. I think yeah, that's why there's so many more, operator things here. Because these two are for color mixing. So then does that mean these two are for pin tasks and they still have one for crystal? Because, yeah, I see pins on both of these, and then this is the only one with crystals in it. I guess we can fact check that by going... Yep, there's two here, and then there's just one here. Wait, but does it still want us to make two different shapes? It doesn't look like that one leads into that at all. Oh, this is going to be weird. Alright, let's see what's backed up here. This is an interesting development here. Huh, yeah, that's really weird. Well, I guess let's get rid of those two and replace... Oh, not you. And then hopefully that will help clear some stuff out. Man, I don't know how it got this out of sync. Oh my. I might have to even just come back here later and redesign some stuff. I think over here though, there's a big backlog. Probably because this was actually being made at normal speed. Well, this was being made at whatever speed it was being made at. Ooh, actually, while I'm waiting for this fluid wagon, man, we needed it. Now we can put our factories actually just anywhere and just train everything in, which I think is going to be kind of the future of how we do stuff. Just make the processing, train in all the like little shapes that we need. We're basically making mini customized MAMs almost, because I know that's kind of like bits and pieces of how you make a MAM. But yeah, I mean, I guess it's good training. Interesting. I've run into another problem here where, yeah, I guess that kind of runs at... Oh, you know what it is? It's probably because of the different lengths of the belts and all that. You know what? I think it's just because of the way I've done it. Which means we might actually, because this has somewhat caught up, yeah, we want to... Oh, it's already a little bit too late. Yep, it's already a bit too late over here. You know what? I have a better idea. If I just take this entire thing right here, plus all of... Oh god, I hit X. Anyway, on to what I was doing just a second ago. You know what? Yeah, and let's clear out a little bit of this too. Why not? We're going to hit I. That's going to clear everything out. And then we're just going to see if that actually fixes it. And if it doesn't, then it was just doomed to fail from the start. Because we have different like belt lengths for everything, I guess. Oh, this is actually being stacked on. Okay, so that's good. That's already bottlenecked by this here and this here. Yeah, I think this is the main problem right here. Because we're using so many cutters and we have different lengths of belts. You can kind of see how these outer sides are getting there before the insides are. And I think that's just causing everything to kind of desync. Yeah, because I think if things like ever get stuck, like here, this is going to be waiting for a little bit for all of this to come through. I think if this gets backed up, then that causes, you know, this side to stop completing. Or even if this side gets backed up, it causes the other side to stop. And then we don't have as much of a backlog. And then, like, one side will start, and then, like, if this side starts getting used before this side does, like, for example, if this one's the one that's blocked, this one starts getting used more, because, yeah, I think that's exactly what's happening. This one's going to be blocked, but this one's still trying to be used, and then we're going to run out of this shape on the lines here, yeah, because that's already happened. Yeah, we're just going to run out of this shape on the lines, and then once we run out of that shape, this shape is going to start being completed. But we're going to have this entire buffer that it needs to get through, and then it won't be able to put any of the stuff here. But maybe there will still be enough of an internal buffer, but I don't know. Maybe it was also just the way I made it caused some stuff to go out of sync as I was doing stuff. I just want to say thank you to anyone who has stuck this long. Episode's definitely over, but I'm just resolving this real quick. This is a personal thing now. And if you want to stick around for that, thank you. Yeah, see, now this is being used. Well, so these guys are now starting to come in, so we're getting a bit of our internal buffer back because this can't be used at all. until, yeah, these guys start coming in. It looks like we already have a couple of shapes. And we should start seeing solid lines. Are solid lines kind of everywhere else? On this one, at least. Yeah, we're getting solid lines here. We are getting solid lines here for right now. Oh, yeah, that's the output. That should resolve itself here in just a second. Yeah, it's looking like they're starting to even out. And now these guys are starting to come through. Yep, and they're starting to be replaced as they're getting used. Okay, that's good, that's good. Ooh, wait, but if this gets backed up before this can produce all the necessary stuff to flush this out, that's actually going to be really bad. Yeah, this is about to get backed up. So then this won't be able to produce anymore until it flushes this amount out, but we're not producing like solid lines yet. It's basically taking too long. There's too much for these squares to go through and not enough for these guys to go through. So then that causes this to not be solid lines anymore because, you know, these are causing it to be backed up, and then we end up not getting solid lines here. Yeah, because, yeah, look at this. Yeah, this one doesn't have... Wait, hold on, it's backed up over here. Because the exact same thing is happening. Basically, yeah, because this is getting split, it's getting processed and then putting back into this, while this just has to go straight into that process. So this is going through two processes, basically. Well, kind of just this one big process. This kind of still keeps its same pace. But this goes through one process, and then the second process, it joins back up with this. So basically, there's not enough storage here for these guys. These guys would have to go through another process here. So thus, it's a vicious loop of one of these guys runs out of space, causing the other one to not be produced. And then eventually, you know, you run out of these guys, and then all these guys get done. So then they can start producing the other ones again, but then they get backed up because these guys aren't getting produced. Which means my entire factory here is just straight up flawed. Oh, hey, actually, we unlocked another blueprint shape. I'm still only using the first one. Well, I mean, we haven't really needed more blueprint points as of yet. Also, back up to in the thousands for platform units. Nice. But this is definitely going to have to get rebuilt in the future. Because as it is right now, it's not doing too hot. And I'll probably do that when I design the first operator and the second operator too. But for now, that's going to be it for today. Thank you to anyone who stuck around for that whole explanation of cutters being kind of flawed in that way. I'm sure there's something you can do with like wires or some garbage like that to fix it, but I don't even have wires unlocked yet, so can't even try. But I'll see you guys next time for... Oh, we're going to have to create so much white. Bye.